All right, folks, getting ready for the start of the game. Puck has been dropped. Seabolt picks it up, dumps it in, and takes it to the front of the net. And really quick, right out of the gate, Seabolt buries one on a backhand to put him up early in this game. I got a little issue with the scoreboard. I'll get it up on the screen here shortly. You need to do some tweaks to it. Tigers up 1-0 so far. 38 picks it up, tries to dump it in, and fails to do so. Picks it back up on the far side. Carried in by 38. Takes it wide. Backhander just wide of the net. Picked up on the far side by Trillo. Trillo hit into the boards as it's chipped down deep. Chamberlain with it, backhands it up, and not out, and finally out on a second attempt. Schultz there, trying to do something with it, not able to do so. Over on the far side, half wall, puck sitting there, picked up by Noon. He manages to get it out. The Grizzlies, number 13, picks it up and chips it in. Chamberlain goes behind the net to pick it up. Comes up the far side. Long pass to McKenzie. They don't connect. Chamberlain gets it in the slot, rims it around over to the far side. Sullivan there. Chips it up to McKenzie. McKenzie with it. Gets it up to Spinder. Spinder just chips that in deep. And Spinder with it. Throws it to Gibson over on the far blue line. He's not able to handle that one. Gibson back to Thien. Thien with it. Takes it around behind the net. Gets it back over to Gibson. Gibson not able to handle that. That rolls up the far side board. Sullivan there and had it chipped away from him. Gibson chips it up and out. And McKenzie not able to win that race to it. Number 71 does. Long pass over to, well, that was 71. That was 21 that he wasn't able to win the race against. And we have the net knocked off by the Grizzlies player as he went into the net. And we have a penalty called too. Penalty called, and Tigers going to the box. Looks like Thien going to the sin bin, and they are calling a roughing on that. So Tigers on a penalty kill early on in this game. And the net having to be reset. So for those that missed it, one of the reasons I'm a little discombobulated here is we actually had a fight at the very end of the game. Actually two of them. One on the ice and one off the ice. A couple of the parents went at it and just started throwing haymakers down on each other right next to me up where I'm broadcasting from. It was absolutely nuts. Grizzlies controlling the puck now. Shot towards the net, saved by Boston, and that's picked up down low. Van Opdorp with it, takes it around behind the net. Up the far side, Noon not able to get to it. Shot, saved Boston. He sucks that in to his logo, and we get a stoppage of play and a face-off in the Tigers zone. Seabolt taking the draw, going against number 24, Smith, for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies win that face-off. Number 3 with it. Shot towards Boston, redirected up off the glass. Grizzlies get control of it in the near side corner, only temporarily. Van Opdorp gets hammered into the boards, goes down. We got a tripping call called on number 12. He hit Van Opdorp a little awkwardly into the boards after taking him down. So hopefully nothing going on with Van Opdorp, but we're going to play a little 4-on-4 hockey now. Penalty on the Grizzlies goes all the way down to the Grizzlies zone. just to the left of the goaltender, sorry. Trillo taking the drop. Got Siebold out up front with him. Grizzlies win that one, chipped up and up to the point. Lenhart with it, bounces it towards the net, not able to bury it in. Grizzlies defense comes away with it, chips it up the boards. Lenhart now with it, wide to Gibson. Gibson to Trillo. Trillo with it, backhands it to Siebold. They do not connect on that pass. Grizzlies now get it, carry it up ice. Shot towards Boston, goes off the side of the net over to the far side, picked up by Gibson. Gibson with it, up to Siebold, gets it to Trillo as Siebold's tripped up. Lenhart carries that one in, shot towards the net, redirected behind the net. Lenhart there to try and get it again, but the Grizzlies come away with it. McKenzie chips it in. McKenzie with it, walks in, goes wide, shot on, saved by the goaltender. 4-on-4 for another 18 seconds. Chamberlain with it, gets it up to McKenzie. McKenzie carries it in. He's got Schultz with him. Still 4-on-4, back to Chamberlain. Chamberlain throws it to the far corner. Schultz not able to get to it first. Number 3 tried to hit him, and Schultz dodged that one. Noon picks it up. Spender chips it in. Noon now with it. McKenzie picks it up, carries it in. Not able to control it, but gets it back. Gives it right over to number 6 for the Grizzlies. Noon battling for it. Picked up by Spender. Spender lobs it up to Lobato. Lobato gets it up to Sullivan. They don't connect on that pass. Sullivan's not able to get to it first. Sullivan now with it as he steals it. Shot on. Shot on by Lobato. Save. Another shot on. Van Opdorp got another shot. That one was blocked. Now Lenhart with it. Throws it towards the net. Picked up by 52, carries it up the near side boards, passes it off to 63. Shot towards the net. Boston, that one went off his blocker. Chipped up. Marvisi now with it. Gibson picks it up down low, takes it around behind the net. Gets it up to Lobato. He's not able to handle that one. Lobato picks it back up, chips it in. And the Grizzlies defense not able to handle that one and picks it back up along the boards. Dryman takes a whack at it, not able to get it away from number 21. 21 tries to gets it around Thien, but not Gibson. Bumps Gibson off the puck and takes it back, not able to get a shot off. Lobato picks it up on the far side boards and ends up getting it out over to Marvisi. Marvisi with it. Shot blocked. Marvisi controlling it. She just throws it down low. Picked up by Lobato. And he had a player on him. Schultz trying to get to it. Backhanded up to 7. Missed by Thien. And picked up by Schultz and thrown all the way back down. No icing there. Siebold manages to keep it in temporarily. Puck is bouncing around down low. Chamberlain picks it up, waits for everybody to clear out and carries it in. And looks like Seabolt's going to the box. I believe they're going to call a roughing on that one. I'm not sure if that happened in frame. And actually, both players are going for roughing. We're going to play a little 5-on-5. Face-off is going to be out of the zone, although it shouldn't be. It should be inside the zone, as that's where the double penalty occurred. Nothing on the board. A little bit of a discussion. We'll be back shortly. Sorry, I muted that. And Boston made a save on a partial breakaway by the Junior Grizzlies. Rimmed around over to the near side. Sorry about the audio. Chip down deep. Thien picks it up. Over to Gibson. Gibson not able to get it up. He backhands it over to the near side. Thien there trying to get to it. Dryman not able to do anything. That hops over her stick. Puck is bouncing around in front. Lobato with a good save. Another shot that from a really bad angle that goes past the goaltender. Gibson shoved over number 6, who's about a head taller than him. Lobato picks it up. Tries to get it to Marvisi. They don't connect. Shot goes off of Boston. So Grizzlies putting on a lot of pressure right now. Gibson flips that in on a backhand and gets flattened. Trillo down low, and he loses a handle on it. Schultz with it on the far side half wall. Gibson throws it towards the net. Goes off the boards behind the net. Trillo with a nice backhand shot that the goalie saves, thrown all the way down, and that's going to be an icing call on the Grizzlies. Current score 1-0, with the Tigers getting an early game, or early goal in this game in the first period. Seabolt taking the draw now. Out with Schultz and Trillo. Seabolt loses that one. Schultz blows the tire over behind the net. And the Grizzlies chip it in. 29 back to get it. Noon with him. Shot way up over the net and hits backdrop netting. So we get a stoppage of play and a face-off outside of the zone. They're saying none of the Tiger players touched it, so the referee takes it out to neutral zone, as is the specified in the rule book. Over to 7. 7 gets past Noon, carries it in. Shot, but Boston is right there. Trillo with it now. Cross ice to Schultz. Schultz not able to do anything with it. Grenades off of his stick, and then he does bring it in, but brings it in offside, so we get a stoppage of play. And a face-off in the neutral zone. Carried in by the Grizzlies. Number 12 tries to get around. Lenhart is not successful. Over to Sullivan. Sullivan gets it to Spinder. Spinder backhands it in. Number 12 brings it out, gets past Lenhart, goes flying into the zone, but that was an icing as he threw it a little too far ahead. So we're going to have a face-off down in the Grizzlies zone, just to the right of the goaltender. McKenzie taking the draw, loses that one. Grizzlies come in, odd man rush. Tried to get it over to his partner. They don't connect. Puck now down below the goal line. Flipped up and batted at. Van Opdorp gets it up to Spinder. Spinder, long pass over to Sullivan. Sullivan carries it in. Shot off the goaltender's glove over to the near side. Spinder there. McKenzie with it now. Dancing around, finally gets bumped. And it goes down deep. Grizzlies pick it up deep in their own zone. 12 with it, backhands it up and out, and that's going to be an icing call as it goes all the way down, and it is. So we'll have a face-off in the Grizzlies zone at the 24.6 second mark of the first period. Lobato with it, shot off the goaltender Marbisi there gets knocked down as she was in front of the net. Difficult place to be. Grizzlies 97 carries it in, tries to center it, not able to get very far. Shot towards the net, rolls all the way over to the other side. Another shot goes in, and that hits Boston just as the horn sounds. That does it for the first period. We will be back for the start of the second period. In the meantime, just relax. We got about a minute. Siebold taking the draw, he loses that one. 13 picks it up, gives it up to 71. 71 throws it in. Goes down below the goal line. Noon right there, not able to get to it. Up to Truello. Truello tries to get it to Schultz. Grenades off of his stick and goes deep. Siebold chasing it down, and he overskates it back to Chamberlain. Chamberlain with it, throws it towards the net. That's blocked by 71. Noon now picks it up and had it taken from him. Skated in, shot, saved by Boston. Puck's bouncing around. Backhander. Boston somehow got a blocker on that one. Grizzlies still controlling it. And a shot from behind the goal line hit Boston's leg, the inside of his leg pad, and squirted in right underneath him. That puts the Grizzlies up, not up, but tied now with the Tigers. And we have now a tie game. 1-1, 12:08 left in the second period. McKenzie taking the draw now. Grizzlies number 12 carries it in, backhands it towards the net, goes wide of Boston. Grizzlies chip it up, not able to bury that, and Spinder picks it up, throws it off the near side boards, chipped up by Sullivan. McKenzie carries that one in. Shot towards the net, and there's going to be it looks like there might be a couple penalties here on the Grizzlies, as I can't tell if that's McKenzie. That looks like McKenzie that took a really hard hit into the boards. I'll probably have to go back and watch that, see exactly what happened. Looks like we got two players going in to the box. There's going to be a 5-on-3 power play for 2 minutes. And the scorekeeper not sure what's going on. Calls one of the officials back over to clarify. Now the coach wants clarification. So I'm going to mute for right now. Hopefully I remember to unmute before I start talking again, which seems to have been a problem a couple times today. All right, looks like we're ready to go. Seabolt taking the draw now. We got a 5-on-3 power play for the Tigers. Dryman with it. Lobs that towards the net. Seabolt trying to knock it down. And puck played with the high stick. Seabolt again taking the draw out with Truello and Dryman. Going against number 24, Dryman picks it up off the wall. Dryman with it. Not able to get it solidly to Chamberlain. 24 knocks it past Chamberlain, skates it in, and buries that in the back of the net for a shorthanded goal. That puts the Grizzlies up 2-1 in this game so far. That was 23 seconds into the Tigers' 5-on-3 power play. Not a good showing there. Tigers go for almost a wholesale change. Sullivan gets it, carries it in, stops. Seabolt gets it over to Lenhart. Lenhart with it. Shot towards the net, and he buries that right over the goalie's shoulder to tie it back up at 2. After these two teams played yesterday, this was the game ended up being a 0-0 tie. No goals scored. We now have 4 goals scored, and we're still early on in the second period. 1 penalty gone. The Tigers are still on a power play, but this time a 4-on-4 power play. Seabolt again taking the draw. Nice shot by Lenhart. Sniped right over the goalie's shoulder to bury it in the net. That was a pass from Seabolt. Seabolt tries to push it forward. Over to Sullivan. Sullivan controlling it. Back to Lenhart. Lenhart with it. Cross ice pass to Truello. He's not able to handle that. It hopped over his stick. Bounced off the glass, and that hits the top of the glass. Not sure what's going on, but the coach is having a discussion with the referee. All right, Seabolt taking the draw. And Grizzlies win that one. Throw it all the way around over to the other side. Gibson there. He picks it up off the wall. Cross ice pass over to Lenhart. Lenhart with it. Shot towards the net. Save with his pad was a goaltender. Lenhart takes a shot and whacks it, but doesn't go anywhere. Second shot makes it down towards the net, but goes wide. Finally another shot on, and that one is a weak backhand to the goalie is easily able to cover, and we have a face-off just to his left. Tigers taking a long time to make that change, figure out who's out there. We got Dryman taking the draw with McKenzie and Schultz. McKenzie gets it up to Van Opdorp, over to Thien. Thien with the shot, and that goes in the net right underneath the goaltender. I don't know if Dryman tipped that or not. She might have, but that one stuck right underneath the goaltender and went in the back of the net. That puts the Tigers up now 3-2 in this game. Dryman taking the draw, going against number, looks like 53 for the Grizzlies. 63, sorry. And Tigers win that one. McKenzie carries it in, had it knocked away from him. Dryman just throws it down deep, forcing McKenzie to go pick it up. Gets it down below the goal line, walks out in front, and he is hounded. Not able to do much with it as he had it knocked away from him. Van Opdorp with it. And McKenzie, it looks like he's going to the box after being hacked at mercilessly in the zone. Actually, both of them are, and I did not see what the call was. It looked like an interference for both of them. So we're going to play 5-on-5 still. Noon taking the draw. Spender chips that one in and picked up by the Grizzlies and chipped right back out, down into the Tiger zone below the net. Rimmed around over to the near side. Noon picks that one up, chips it up. Noon comes off the boards with that one. Spender not able to handle that. Picked off by the Grizzlies defender. And Chamberlain hauled down. Now Van Opdorp shot towards Boston, and he's able to keep that one out. Spender chips it down low. Picked up by Van Opdorp. Van Opdorp tries to change direction. Gets bumped off the puck. Chamberlain with a hard hit. And this game's starting to get a little ticky-tacky. Hopefully nothing gets too completely out of hand. Okay, Tigers going to the box. That was Chamberlain for his high hit. Grizzlies now have a power play. Gibson getting a little physical. Number 7 comes off the boards with the puck, controlling it. Tries to get it up to 21. They fail to connect. Chipped in, but it was chipped in offsides by the Grizzlies as they did get it back. Weren't able to keep it in the zone, so we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Shot towards Boston. Botto chips it off the boards, picked up by 21. Gets it up to 7. 7 carries it in. Shot blocked by Lenhart. That went off the side of his skate. And Dryman chips it out and gets bumped, but is able to maintain control of it. Tries to center it. Lobato there. And we get a little bit of an odd man rush coming in. 71 with it now down below the goal line. Dean battling him. And Boston had it covered. I'm not sure if that was in. It does not look like it. The referee did not see it go in, so it's just a covering, and we play on. 7:32 left in the second period. Seabolt taking the draw, going against 24. Shot towards Boston, and he just grabs that one out of the air. Good save by him. He had a defender sitting, or not a defender, a forward for the Grizzlies sitting right in front of him. But he's able to track that one in and make a great save. Dean with it, tries to knock it up. Saved by Boston as Grizzlies player spun around and shot it. Another shot, save. Picked up by Seabolt. Seabolt to Marvisi. Leaves it for Van Opdorp. Van Opdorp gets it out of the zone. Picked off by the Grizzlies. Brought back in. Down below the goal line. Shot wide of the net by the Grizzlies forward, number 38. Spinder now with it. Tries to get it up to Marvisi, and she's not able to handle that as it grenades off her stick. Van Opdorp chips it up, and that's going to be an icing call as it goes all the way down past everybody. 6:14 left in the second period. McKenzie taking the draw there. Gibson battling hard up against the boards. Goes off of McKenzie's skate, and one of the Grizzlies walks out. I don't know how that one went in. It was from the goal line, right over Boston's shoulder, and rolled along the top, down the opposite side of the net, and in. That was a heck of a shot. That ties this game up at 3. Number 97 carries it in, and backhand pass is way up, chipped up and out by Spinder, picked off by, I believe that's 00. 97 there, takes it into the zone, tries to get it to number 8, I believe that was, and he redirected it, and finally Boston covers that one up, and we get another stoppage of play, and a face-off just to Boston's right. Face off by Seabolt. Thrown past Boston, picked up by Chamberlain. Chamberlain with it, throws it up the near side boards to Chirillo. Takes a weird bounce off the stanchion. Seabolt picks it up, chips it down deep, tries to center. It goes off the side of the goalie's mask. Schultz tries to get it to Chirillo. Picked up in the Grizzlies zone by number 13. Cross ice pass up to 71. 71 carries it in. Gets around Chamberlain. Shot off the side of the net. Noon down there battling. Goes off of Trujillo's skates. Number 7 picks it up for the Grizzlies. Carries it in. Gets around Chamberlain. Still maintains control of the puck. Tried to center it. Chamberlain picks that one off. Schultz with it. Gets bumped. Kept in. Siebold now with it. Carries it down. Walks around the number 13. Loses a handle on it. Centering pass. Schultz not able to handle that. Chipped up to Noon. Noon takes it. Throws it way wide of the net. Chamberlain not able to handle it. Dryman picks it up. Tries to get it up to Trujillo. They don't connect. 71 now with it. Bounces it off the boards. Gets it down deep. Noon down low. 38 with him. Backhanded up to Trujillo. Trujillo picks it up on the boards. Gets it over to Marvisi. She's not able to handle that. Number 24 carries it in. Shot towards Boston. Rebounds out. Chamberlain battling for it. Gets it up to Marvisi. She had it knocked away from her. And Marvisi with it. Now picks it up. Gets it up to Lobato. That goes all the way down, and that is an icing. It goes through Lobato's feet. He's not able to grab it before goes past him, so we have a face-off down in the Tigers zone. Late in this second period, 3:22 left. Dryman taking the draw out with Marvisi and Lobato. We got Van Opdorp on the back end. Shot goes up over Boston. All the way around over to the far side. Marvisi bounces it off the boards, but not out. Dryman picks it up down low. Backhands it over to Lenhart. Lenhart with it, bounces it back. Dryman picks it up in the far side corner, lifts it up and out. Marvisi, I don't know if she tapped it, but it makes it out of the zone. Picked up by 52 in the Grizzlies zone, down below his goal line. He ends up going down from one of his teammates. Shot in by 24. That's blocked and goes wide. Lenhart there. Shot wide of the net by number 12, I believe that is. Puck's bouncing around in front. Van Opdorp with it. Gets it to Lobato, to Marvisi. Marvisi controlling it now. Gets it back to Lobato. It grenades off his stick. 24 bounces it off the near side boards and down low. Van Opdorp there to pick it up. And we have a penalty. Too many men called on the Tigers. Tigers going to the box. That's going to put the Junior Grizzlies on a power play. And we're going to have a face-off in the Tigers zone just to the left of Boston. Gibson with it, and he's not able to complete his pass. So there was a player there. Shot and a save by Boston as he sucks that one into the logo. McKenzie taking the draw. He wins that one back to Gibson. Gibson takes it around behind the net. Failed to connect on a pass, but that one's McKenzie's going to beat that one. Beats the offside, or the icing call there. Goes off of the skate of one of the Grizzly players. Cross ice pass. Sullivan with it now, carries it in, goes wide, and centering pass, tries to get it to McKenzie. McKenzie back to Chamberlain. Chamberlain with the shot, goes just wide of the net over to the far side. Picked up by 71, and we have a penalty called for a trip on number 21 for the Grizzlies. That's going to put us playing a little bit of 4-on-4 hockey for 1 minute and 11 seconds. And then the Tigers will go on a abbreviated power play. Schultz with it, gets it back to Chamberlain. Chamberlain walks in, changes his mind, right off the half wall, shoots towards the net. Puck's bouncing around in front, and the goalie covers that one up, and we get another stoppage of play. 1:07 left in the second period. 1 minute left on the Tigers penalty. So we'll play 4-on-4 for 1 minute, and the last 7 seconds should be an abbreviated power play. Noon with it. He had it knocked past him. Number 38 carries it in, and he gets bumped by Lenhart. Ends up shooting it wide. Grizzlies still controlling it down low. Carry it around behind the net. Centering pass that goes past everybody. Right through the crease. 13 with it. He throws it down low. Picked up by Lenhart. He chips that up. Schultz picks that up. Picks puck up off the wall. Carries it in. Gets it over to Seabolt. Seabolt wasn't expecting it. Back to Noon. Noon not able to handle it. Shot wide of the net. Van Opdorp now picks it up. 20 seconds left in the period. Kept in by the Grizzlies, number 52. Van Opdorp, good body position to get it past the Grizzlies player. And that horn signals the end of the second period. We are tied at 3. 42 seconds left in the Grizzlies penalty, but we will be back for the puck drop of the third period. Seabold taking the draw, going against number 24. 24 now with it, carries it into the Tigers zone. Shot towards Boston, and he redirects that into the near side corner. Chamberlain picks it up, rims it around all the way over to the far side. The Grizzly player is not able to keep it in. Trillo did a header. Don't know how that happened, but he ended up taking a dive onto the ice. Chamberlain picked that puck up off of a failed pass and backhanded it up to McKenzie. He wasn't able to reach it. He's not quite tall enough to have that long of a reach. Trillo picks it off, gets it down below the goal line, tried to center it. Chipped up, and 21 not able to gather it up, and it goes all the way down into the Tigers zone for an icing call. So we're going to have a face-off down in the Grizzlies zone. Looks like Dryman's going to take the drop. Sullivan and Schultz out with him. Got Lenhart and Van Opdorp on the back end. Sullivan battling for it. Rimmed around over to the near side. Van Opdorp having to go back to pick it up, and that goes all the way down into the Tigers zone for an icing call. And another face-off in the Grizzlies zone. Rimmed around over to the near side. Van Opdorp with it. Shot wide of the net. Marvisi picks it up and chips it out of the zone. Grizzlies control it now. 71 gets it, carries it in. Cuts to the center. Shot just wide of Boston. I don't think he saw that one either. Van Opdorp with it. Marvisi bats at it and is not able to get it out. Chipped into the far side corner. Dean with it. Shot blocked by the goaltender's blocker as Sullivan, I believe, was right there at the doorstep. McKenzie taking the draw. Over to Spinder, shot on. Spinder shot was blocked, picked up by the Grizzlies. Gibson back to pick it up, and he takes it behind the Tigers goal line. Chipped up, and Grizzlies now controlling it. Kenzie with it. Tries to get it over to Noon. They don't connect on that pass, and the Grizzlies carry it in. Shot up into the backdrop netting. It was redirected, so we're going to have a face-off. I believe it should be down low, and it is, in the Tigers zone. Noon taking the draw. Noon gets it up to McKenzie. McKenzie with it. Quick stop. Tries to get it over to Spinder. Spinder not able to get to it. Tigers getting a little bit bunched up. Doesn't seem like they're spending a whole lot of time communicating. 38 with it for the Grizzlies. Shot on. Boston with a nice save. Thien throws it up the boards. Noon with it. Gets it over to Spinder. Spinder carries it up. Shot towards the net. The goaltender redirects that to the side. 24 with it. Grizzlies come out of the zone and take it in, but it's offside. Number 12 not able to get back over the blue line. And we get a stoppage of play and a face-off in the neutral zone. 3-3 tie, 9:25 left to go in the third period and the game so far, or I should say regulation, since this cannot end in a tie, so they will have to play to its entirety till there is a winner. Number 71 with it, backhands it in and goes down. Lobato picks it up. 71 with it, had it knocked away from him by Lobato. Trillo now with it. Tried to get it up to Siebold. Siebold with it, carries it in. Tries to throw it towards the net. That's blocked. Then he whacks at it and it goes over to the near side boards. Picked up by 71. Backhanded to Trillo. Knocked that out of the air. Trillo now with it. No, he overskated that one. Boston right there, and he covers that one up when we get a stoppage of play. Dryman taking the draw there. She didn't win. She did win it, but not cleanly. Chipped up by Van Opdorp. And Marvisi knocked it into the Tigers bench, so we're going to have a face-off in the Tigers zone. Face-off in the neutral zone. Dryman taking the draw. Van Opdorp picks it up. Marvisi, Van Opdorp carrying it in. Knocked away from Van Opdorp. Picked up by 97. Cross-ice pass to number 6. Flattened by Lenhart. Sorry, the camera was off there. Lenhart dropped his shoulder and flattened right, just ran right into him. That was a solid hit. Lenhart going to the box for a rough, I would presume. Let's see what the officials say. And we do have a roughing call. That puts the Tigers on a penalty kill midway through this third period. Dryman taking the draw. She loses that one. Shot on Boston. He's able to redirect that one to the near side half wall. Walked in. Number 12 with a shot. Goes off of Boston and just goes wide. Number 12 again with it. Backhander goes wide. Thien now with it. Trying to get around number 12. 12 is got a lot of stuff. Shot on, save by Boston. Dryman there. Takes a whack at it and gets it to McKenzie. Not out is Gibson now with it. Throwing up the boards. McKenzie there. He gets rubbed out. Over to the near side to number 12. Walks around Thien. Dryman with a nice solid hit into the boards on number 12. Centering pass. Puck is right there. Shot. Backhanded shot. Goes wide. 12 picks it up down below the goal line. Thien's right there. Number 12 with it. Tries to center it, and Boston covers that one up. Boston's looking to go after somebody that was whacking at his glove right there at the whistle. Tigers, 57 seconds left on the penalty kill. Scrambling around a little too much in their own zone. Noon taking the draw. Goes past Van Opdorp, past the net. Grizzlies pick it up. Shot towards the net. And Chamberlain with a nice spin and able to knock it into the corner. Over to the far side. Van Opdorp there. Number 21 walks it, shoots, and goes off the side of the net. Boston right there, and he's able to get a glove on that one and stop play. Keep it out of the net. Still 19 seconds left to go on the Tigers' penalty. That one, I think, dinged off the crossbar. Picked up by Lobato, and he manages to get it out. Grizzlies controlling it in the neutral zone, thrown up the boards and not out by Lobato. Shot towards Boston, and that one ekes wide. Picked up on the near side, rimmed around. Lobato racing to get to it. Lenhart with it. Change of direction, rims it around over the far side. Lobato backhands it out. Marvisi there, not able to corral it. Backhanded up, kicked at by number 7, 71 controlling it now. Hounded by Sullivan, walks around Lobato. Marvisi takes him down just as he got the shot off. And Boston covers that one up, and we get a stoppage of play. 5:30 left in the third period. Tigers playing a little too much in their own zone late in this third period. Dryman taking the face-off. Out with Marvisi and Sullivan. Gibson and Thien on the back end. Shot towards, blocked by, I think that was Gibson up front. Dryman with it. Chipped up and not out by Sullivan. Second attempt by Thien to get it out. Works. Don't know where the puck is. It's in the pile of bodies. Whacked at by Sullivan. Grizzlies controlling it now. Long pass to 97. Carries it in. Shot blocked by Gibson. Gibson with it now. Tries to throw it around. That is picked off. Over to the far side. Dryman picks it up. And has her pass picked off. The Grizzlies pick it up and carry it back in, rimmed around. Up to Marvisi, grenades off her stick. Skates down and long ball pass. Somehow Thien got a stick on it. 24 carries it in. Van Opdorp knocks it away initially, but not able to keep it knocked away. And number 24 buries one past Boston. He got caught off to the side of the net, not expecting the pass. So that puts the Grizzlies up 4-3 so far in this game, really late in the game. 3:51 left in the third period. McKenzie taking the draw now. Grizzlies win that one. D-to-D pass. Chipped up 12 with it. Walks to the center, down the far boards. Gets around Lenhart. Chip towards the front of the net. 0-0 carries it. Picked off by Van Opdorp. Van Opdorp with it. Walks around 24. And we have a call being made. I think Van Opdorp's down in the corner. He does get up, and believe Noon with a retaliatory penalty. He's going to the box too. Roughing on both of them. So we're still playing 5-on-5. 3:21 left in the third period. That just killed a great opportunity for the Tigers to be able to play on the power play for a little bit. Seabolt taking the draw, going against number 29 for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies chip it out. Van Opdorp racing to get to it, and he does. He gets to it first, takes it around behind the net, but loses a handle on it. Back up to the point to 13, back down low. 21 with it on the far side. Gets around Schultz, but picked off by Seabolt. Seabolt carries it in. And tried a little backhander that didn't go anywhere. Seabolt just throws it all the way around to the far side, picked off by 21. Over to the near side to 13, chipped up, and Seabolt picks it back up. Torello not able to gather that one in. Down low for Chamberlain. Chamberlain picks it up, bounces it off the boards and out of the zone. Torello now with it. He loses it right along the boards. And we got a penalty being called on number 7. Number 7 for the Grizzlies. That's going to put a face-off down low. Tigers call a timeout, so we'll be back shortly. I'm not going to put anything up. I will just mute it, so I'm not talking, but we'll be back for the puck drop. Seabolt taking the draw. Chipped back to Lenhart. Lenhart with it. Cross ice over to Gibson. Gibson with it. Back to Lenhart. Lenhart throws it towards the net. Goes off the goaltender and into the far side. Lenhart with it. Dances into the zone and shoots it on net. Lenhart centering pass. Shot wide. No icing there as he had got the center red line. Schultz with it. Gets it up to Siebold. He just chips it in. And then shot all the way down, and that goes wide of the net, so we have an icing call. 1:21 left in the third period. Face-off in the Grizzlies zone just to the right of the goaltender. Sorry, left of the goaltender. Siebold taking the draw. That was a false drop right there. They had 5 players out. Number 24 hopped on for some reason. Siebold again taking the draw. Whacked at, kept in by Chamberlain. Shot towards the net, almost redirected by Truello. Thrown again towards the net, picked off, or thrown out, picked off by Van Opdorp and thrown towards the net. Goaltender saw that one with ease and covered that one up. Chipped up. Van Opdorp takes a swing at it. Truello tried to dance in and had it knocked away from him. Siebold with it. He gets it over to Truello. Truello gets around a couple of the Grizzly players, loses a handle on it. Thrown up, and that's going to go all the way for icing, and it does. 42 seconds left in the period. 38 seconds left in the power play for the Tigers. Again, the Tigers have pulled their goalie, so they're playing 6-on-4 right now, but not able to get any sustained pressure. Whacked at, goes off of Siebold to Schultz. Schultz controlling it now, back to Lenhart. Gets it over to Gibson. Gibson with it, throws it towards the net. That's blocked. Shot wide of the net, picked up by Gibson. Gibson gets it up to Schultz. Schultz carries it in and had it knocked away from him. And that shot all the way down, empty net goal by the Grizzlies. And they just got another penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct for throwing a stick. That puts them up 5-3 in this game so far with only 8 seconds left in the game. Still waiting. Looks like the referee's having a discussion with both of the coaches, waiting for them to drop the puck. There's only 8 seconds left in the game, so it's kind of irrelevant now at this point. McKenzie taking the draw, playing a little bit of 5-on-3. Spinder had it knocked past him, and that does it. Grizzlies win this one, and Tigers lose. 5-3 is the final, and we will see you back here next weekend on this channel for the 18U AAA Showcase out of Omaha. I will be there broadcasting those games. Those should be pretty fun and fast-paced games to watch. Meantime, everybody, if you're traveling, have a safe weekend or safe trip back, and we will see you next weekend.